Dang, Phantom. Back at it again with the comic book hauls. Okay, what's up, y'all? It's Black Phantom HD here with another comic book haul. I think this one is my ninth. And boy, I have a short and sweet haul for you this week. It's a short and sweet haul, but it's a good one. And I won't be making any more comic book hauls in the next 2 weeks because, 2 weeks I'm going to that convention. Well, it is my first convention I'm going to. I don't know what to expect from that. But I'm going to go there, have fun, buy some comics and stuff. You know how it is. But anyway, first comic of the day, Miss Marvel, 17, first cameo of Mystique. Well, not the first cameo, but the second cameo, but they're both cameos, so whatever. Mystique, a really good character. She's going to be in the Apocalypse movie coming out in a couple of months, like a month or two. I don't even know when it's coming out. I don't know if I'm going to watch it, but it doesn't look all that good from the trailers. Apocalypse is nowhere near what he was in the X-Men cartoon. I always favor the cartoons over the movies. But anyway, she's a really good character. She's an okay character. Good to okay. Okay to good. I was watching some other fellow YouTubers, hauls, and Omega Shinrai, okay, I want to congratulate you for getting a Hulk 181 for only $50. Now, that's got to be the steal of the decade right there. I don't think nobody in the history on this planet is going to get a Hulk 181 for $50. Then again, you never know. You might come across a dude who doesn't know anything about comics, and then he just gives it to you for like a nickel or something. Sadly, that hasn't happened to me because, like I said, down here where I live, they charge you. As a matter of fact, let me tell you a story. I know it's 10 minutes, but anyway, Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., number 4, origin issue. But, not to bring the comic haul to a stop, but I went to my local comic book shop. You want to know how expensive it is here? I went to my local comic shop, and I wanted to see if they still had any Amazing Spider-Man 46s. That's the first appearance of Shocker, because when I went there last time, it was in like G condition, and it was only $20. So I was going to go back to get it, and I saw they did have it. And then I was like, something isn't right. So I pulled it out of the bag and board. I don't know if they allowed me to do that or not, but I just did it anyway. And I pulled it out, and then it was like a tear from here to here. The cover was still attached, but it was a tear from here to here. There was some chipping all over there, and just to give you a representation, there was chipping all over there. There was tears and creases, and they still had the nerve to ask $26 for it. If that was how it was on the cover, I wonder. I was looking through the inside, and it was cream pages, I believe, because they were all brownish. But they were still asking $26 for it. That's how it still amazes me to this day. But that's how expensive it is here. You rarely get a good find where I'm at. But on to the next comic. Batman, Vengeance of Bane, number 1. First appearance of Bane, first print. Bane is a cool character, and I need to start working more on my Batman keys because, Batman is like my favorite DC superhero next to Superman. He's basically my top 3, as you would say, and I barely have any key comics of him. I did have two, Death of Jason Todd in a classic Rogues Gallery cover, but I ended up selling those, trading them away. So right now I'm on the verge of regaining all of my Batman keys that I never owned. And along with that, I got the second issue. And by the way, I read the first issue already, and the story was actually really, really, really good. From the first issue alone, I could tell it was not only a good comic to invest in, but it's also a good read overall. So I'm going to read this one today because this one is like one of my top Batman stories that I've ever read. So yeah, Batman Avengers of Bane issue 2. And Superman Adventures number 5. First appearance of Livewire. Now, I'm trying to get Batman Adventures number 12. I'm on the hunt for that. Superman and Batman Adventures are some of the best 90s comics I have ever read. Because, I haven't read much 90s comics. I'm starting to collect Avengers, the 1997 series, not the Rob Liefeld series. That series, judging by the cover, I can tell that it's going to be a terrible series. But this volume 3, I'm going to start collecting all the Spider-Man comics from the 80s, 90s, 60s, whatever. Ultimate Spider-Man, Spectacular, Sensational, pretty much every single Spider-Man series I plan on collecting. I plan on collecting Bone. I heard that was a good story back in the 90s. Hairbringer. I heard that one was good too. Pretty much all 90s comics. I'm trying to give 90s comics a chance. But judging by the 90s comics I've read so far, I'm really starting to like it. I believe the 90s comics would be my top 10 top 3 decades of comics. I believe that would be number 1. Not number 1, but number 2. Number 1 is still the 70s, because I just love the 70s. But yeah, this is a close second. The 90s is my second favorite decade of comics. But yeah, Livewire is just a cool character. I loved her in Superman, the animated series, which this comic is right here is based off of. But yeah, like I said, I'm on the hunt for Batman Adventures number 12. Before I get to the last book, I never got to do this, but I wanted to make a top 10 comic hit list, even though I'm pretty sure y'all see the X marks the spot of what the book is next. But yeah, my top 10 comics list this year is New Mutants 98, Amazing Spider-Man 13, First Mysterio, X-Men 94, Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen 134, Batman 232, Batman Adventures 12, X-Men 101, Werewolf by Night 32, Amazing Spider-Man 194, Incredible Hulk 101, which I highly doubt I'll get. But yeah, that's my, excuse me for that. But yeah, that's my top 10 list this year. And on to the final book. Bam. Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen 134. First cameo appearance of Darkseid. I don't get this wrong. This book is actually like a VG copy. So, don't get this too wrong. Creasing. A lot of creasing, actually. But I'm actually happy with it. Darkseid's one of my favorite characters. So, yeah, what are your favorite DC villains and Marvel villains? I mean, I know my favorite DC villain of all time would have to be Darkseid. Most people argue the Joker, but I would say Darkseid. And my favorite Marvel villain, that would be a tough one, but it would either be Venom or Green Goblin. Those are my 2 favorite Marvel villains. Most of the other Marvel villains just doesn't have that oomph. I mean, yeah, you could say Doctor Doom and Loki, but most of them just aren't really that good to me. Especially the movie versions of the villain. Good God, those guys are a train wreck. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the haul. This has been your boy, the Black Phantom. Peace. Oh, and congrats again on Omega Shinryu K for that Hulk 181 steal of the decade. I hope you enjoy it, even though I didn't send it to him. But I saw the video, and I really couldn't believe it myself. I'm pretty sure he got a better deal than all the books Mercenauts buys. But anyway, this has been your boy, the Black Phantom. Peace.